Hello and welcome to CipherSuite Tech. I'm your host CipherSuite, and today we're going to learn how to use SCP to copy files to and from a server. If you want to follow along, you'll need an SSH server to connect to, but if not, I'll describe everything as we go. SCP stands for Secure Copy. It's used to copy files between two computers over an SSH connection. If we want to copy a file to the server, we will do it like so. SCP path to file, and then the server you want to connect to with your credentials, so your username rather, server demo, so CipherSuite SSH server demo, and then I need to specify the path that the file is to be copied to. So if I just say some folder like that, and don't specify the file name, or use the existing file name. If I specify a different file name, some different file name, oops, it will change it to that. So let's try that. So I've got a file here called myfile.txt. So if I want to copy that to the server, I type in scp myfile. I'm currently in the directory, so doing it like that's fine. I don't need to specify the absolute path. But if it was somewhere else, then I'd need to specify an absolute path, or if it's in my home directory, do a relative path from the home directory. So scp myfile, CipherSuite, my username, and then the server name, SSH server demo, colon, where I want to put it, and the file name I want to call it. So I want to leave it exactly as it is, and I want it to go into my home directory. So let's just hit enter. And there we go, success. And just to save a little bit of time, I've got a separate window here with the SSH session open. And there we go. Cat my file. There we are. Okay, go back to our computer here. So that's how to copy a file to a server. What if we want to copy a file from a server? So for that, we just swap the parameters around. So scp CipherSuite at SSH server demo myfile.txt. It's just in the root, sorry, not in the root, in, sorry, what kind of the root of my home directory. And then I specify where I want to put it. So I want to put it in my home directory, and I want to call it copied file.txt. Okay, so it's copied my file.txt, which is what it's called on the server, and it's put it here. And let's prove that. There we are, copied file.txt, just to prove that it's the same file. There we go, same file. Let's get rid of that. So if you want to copy multiple files from the client to the server, that's also possible, and you just need to put the R for recursive option. So let's show you how that works. scp r, and then the folder you want to copy over. So let's have a look. We've got a folder there called demo1. So scp r demo1, and I want to put it on with my credentials, CipherSuite SSH server demo. And I'm just going to leave it straight in the home folder, so I'm not going to specify any parameters. There we go, it's copied. I probably should have showed you what the contents of that folder looks like, just because I'm lazy. I'm going to show you it in the file manager. So we've got file 1, file 2, and a folder called folder 1 with F1 in it. So if we just go over to our SSH server over here and type in ls, we've got the demo 1. And we've got folder 1. With F1 inside it. Okay, so that is how you use SCP. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a like and subscribe for future content. Alright, thanks. Bye.